Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Well, just like I said, I have not been wrong so far, and it's only because I'm always guided by the right source. Now, let's get this straight. They lied to y'all. They said alien aircraft come from out of sea, come from out of space, coming out of the ocean, coming out the ass. They lied. All right, and now they caught in a lie. This is why they said, "Well, y'all really shouldn't shoot at drones." What they say now, y'all really shouldn't shoot at the drones. You could be shooting down helicopters or something. Then stop your lying. You're caught red-handed, government, and you're lying. So it's the big psyops thing. They thought they was going to deceive people. The Great Deception. They could say that aliens came and and introduced the aliens, the demons is already here anyway. All right. And then try to regain control. Now, here's the funny thing. Jay's reptilian, PD's reptilian. A lot of these people are reptilians. You should know this by now. Now, what's up? Why they buying a whole bunch of land? $65 million between Jay-Z and other artists brought up that much land. $65 million worth of land they brought. Why? Why this is going on. Why you're in court and Pete Diddy's out, not in jail. And apparently they said he beat the charges, but of course that's impossible because they got the evidence that he was doing a lot of shit. All right, so that means Jay-Z's not going to go to jail. This is just a big psyops trying to get everybody to look one way as they keep buying up more land. And the whole bullshit about this drone shit, because it's no mystery. Everybody knows it's drone now. It's been leaked out because it's not fooling anybody, so they just leaked it out, right? What they got next is to say that, Mr. J or somebody's hearing all this bullshit. For the dumbasses who don't get that they be lying all the time, that it's all bullshit, okay? It's to trick you, to scare you, to try to gain some type of control, all right? Why y'all buying up all this land? We are going to try to pass some crazy laws that don't fucking benefit the people, right? Or go against my people, huh? What are y'all going to try to y'all not slick, y'all not smart. Oh, the disease X, right? Y'all not slick, y'all not smart. Y'all not smart. Everybody knows that disease came from what y'all told people to do. And they did what y'all said. Now some folks got that disease that came from the thing y'all told them to do. So stop the cap, and everybody knows this. It's not a secret. Y'all lies are not working. Now hit this now. Oh, by the way, and I must say this, chick who got my, what's his name, locked up with his BM, setting him up on some bullshit lie shit. All right, it's Rashad Jamal. The chick that fucking helped get him locked up. Stop lying to people, because now I'm about to expose you. Because you lied, talking about it's aliens and all this other bullshit. Or it's our people. You motherfuckers are dumb as shit. Nobody's coming to save us. Stop the same people. Stop doing what the government wants to do. Remedy H, understand, I'm not trying to get in a case, but you're not always right. And when I tell you stuff, you don't want to listen to me. I'm telling you because I know. Okay? Now, Remedy H, nobody's here to save us. We're already here. These are just drones. It's been a whole psyop. So if you thought it really was, then that means they fooled you. So that means you need to start using more critical thinking, if that's the case. Okay? Unless you really just, you know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't on some bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, because I share some of your videos, the ones that are decent anyway. Let's go, y'all.
Extremely important response to the drone hysteria taking place across the United States right now. There is no mystery. The mystery is solved. These are drones. These are human-made. The Pentagon knows exactly where they're coming from, where they're going. Mystery of the UAV drone hysteria solved. And I laid out the legislation they're trying to pass right now that would ban all civilian use of drones, have monopoly of big corporations and government over it. This is a big deal. This is a psyop ahead of Trump getting in 34 days. From all the research and sources I have a lot of Pentagon sources, a lot of corporate sources in aeronautics, space aeronautics, they confirm this is a giant psyop, and that's happening. This is a giant psyop, just like all this different crap. And we're going to keep watching this whole UAP, UFO hysteria very, very closely with live reports here.
You may have noticed unusual lights in the sky.
Hold on. So of course now it's bullshit. The dude that made all this technology suspiciously died a couple of weeks before they even started flying these drones. So the government, you took this dude's patent, and then you did it and you killed him. Obviously, some skinny little white dude, man. How come that didn't hit the news? And how come all this land grabbing, buying up land with Jay-Z and other folks' money, $65 $1 million worth of land going on at the same time, and y'all got them in court for no reason to make folks fucking pay attention to that instead of paying attention to what's going on. And he mentioned something very deeply about this. Y'all want to try to ban a law for flying drones? No, we're gonna keep our drones. If y'all can fly drones like a bunch of retards, and we know that y'all flying them, then we can fly drones, because we don't fly drones like a bunch of retards. We don't have millions of them in the air like y'all do. We don't steal folks' technology. We do none of that. So now we know you have more technology. We let it out. We've been through that anyway. Okay? And you can stop lying. You can stop lying about aliens and shit. We know the demons already been here the whole time. So I don't know why you keep on with these lies. It's not working.
Next few days, this is a video sent in by an NBC5 viewer over the Canadian border. This was last night in Brushton, New York. We've also heard reports of these lights in Vermont.
And one of the latest sightings was actually here in Ohio.
Yeah, that's right, Kristen. It happened late Friday night at Wright-Patterson Air Force just outside of Dayton. Daily News reports that the base says no property was damaged and no one was harmed. I went to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. They were unable to talk to us, but we did talk to a few people who live in the area. Nobody I spoke with saw the drones Friday night, but they were familiar with the sightings on the East Coast. Tyler Morgan lives near Wright-Patterson's Air Force Base and was surprised to find out the airspace was shut down for around 4 hours, and he was first hearing about it 2 days later.
There had been a plan made where they would hoax an alien, and that this alien...
Welcome to Prediction Strike, the world's first fantasy sports stock exchange where you
would be
a hoax made. They would stage an alien fake invasion, and it didn't work. Didn't I tell you they was trying to get y'all? Now it's all coming out. Remedy H, you might want to tell the people you made a mistake and apologize about them trying to, because bro, you were bugging. Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, and that chick who be lying all the time, you might want to apologize too, because now y'all look bad. Look, and it only want to play it.
Rolled out slowly through an indoctrination and psychological, but there would be a scaling up with all kinds of staged. So what?
Psychological warfare and a scaling up with all types of wars that's going on right now. Look at that. That is what you call the pre-Anamites, the seed of the snake, the fallen ones. Those
really want to do is control people through fear and endless. And the only way to do that is to mix together these various areas of investigation. And they're scientific. Now I'm going to say something here that's going to probably blow your listeners' minds.
Is it possible that some of those drones could be up to malign activity? It's entirely possible, but the vast majority, that is not, the case. And in the case of drones flying near or over U.S. military installations, that in and of itself, just given the volume of drone flights we see on a given day, is not something that's new. We take all of those seriously. We will typically, when we detect them, attempt to classify them and take appropriate measures. Is it possible that some of those are surveilling? Absolutely.
I've worked with a man who is a senior engineer at the Lockheed Skunk Works in a place called the Cube under the desert in California.
Is it possible that nobody's surveilling? Absolutely. Is it possible that government's lying? Absolutely. Is it possible the government surveilling itself to try to take the people to make them think that aliens or some outside source or another country's flying drones so they could put a band on it and then try to stage some fake alien invasion? But it didn't work out because folks know that y'all lied. And now they got to admit to this shit, but now they stolen, right? They didn't want to admit that they lied. It's embarrassing.
California. And in that area, they had people hooked up to electronic devices where they didn't need a drug. They could do it electronically, where they could tap into these other dimensions, not extraterrestrials, and bring those monsters into the lab. And they would come from one dimension into 3D and be running around. Now, I know this sounds like something like out of Stranger Things, but guess what? Those guys listen to what I've been saying over the years, and they turn it into these fictional, silly movies and shows. Why are they deliberately mushing all this together? Because it creates the specter of fear. And as Goebbels, as not,
well, it makes them
propaganda guy
fear of the unknown. They're trying to write the new cosmology and set themselves up as the saviors. It makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, because then people also, remember, people give up their freedom and their power when they're afraid and they run to Big Brother. And so they want
to... See? Told y'all it's fair. That's what it's all about. It's all about trying to make y'all give y'all rights because they not getting their way. Do not follow them. Anything they say do, don't do it. Go against anything they want on purpose just so they don't get their way. They think they slick. Let's play hardball. Do not do anything they want you to do. I don't care what they say. Do the opposite all the time. Okay?
Create this sort of global Big Brother that everyone will bow down to. And what better way to do it than to have something that they claim is the entire earth? The public, by being brainwashed, but that's a warm-up to what's coming. And we're like Paul Revere here when we said the British are coming. We're trying to warn people. We're cosmic Paul Revere's, you and me. Where we're trying to say, look, there's this hoax, cosmic, that they have been planning for 75 years, and now they're starting to unfurl it. And here's how we stop it.
The perfect cash events app did not exist until now. I got to tell you about Clio. Clio is a cash events app where you can get up to $250. And I already know what you're thinking. What about my credit? Well, there is no credit checks with Clio. And even...
All right, long before NASA existed, in every ancient culture, they have carvings and hieroglyphs in Sanskrit of what looks like Apache helicopters, what looks like 747s, what looks like all sorts of Apache helicopters. I mean, just the beginning of it. Why is this carved on the walls at the Great Pyramid in Egypt? What's going on here? And then you have all the secret societies trying to suppress knowledge about this. Going back, you have Genesis describing things that can only be what we see in modern UFOlogy, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind is what the book of Ezekiel sounds like to me. So what's really happening here? We know we don't know the real history of the planet. We know it's been shrouded in secrecy. But now, not since the end of, we've seen so much unidentified flying object activity. A lot of people say, well, are there unidentified flying objects? Well, that's just like saying, are there aliens? We know there's a lot of unidentified flying objects. That's anything that you don't know what it is. Could be a weather balloon, could be sunspots, who knows? But clearly...
Pop the cap. You know what it is. See, he don't always want to tell you everything. He'll tell you a little bit. The fact is that we know that demons exist. Y'all calling aliens. We know the fallen ones that we got to beat up exist. We know they're mad that we fucking kicked them out of what you call heaven, which is really the ether. We know what's really going on. We know y'all don't have no control no more. And y'all want it so bad. Y'all so desperate. Y'all try anything at this point. And none of it's going to work. It didn't work this time. Nothing you do will work. Nobody believes you. We don't like is a sneakiness when you try to make us look one way, acting like we're not going to see other things you're doing. We know that you spent $65 million, sorry, and counting on land. That's how much land y'all got worth. That's a lot of land. You ain't slick, and we know who's buying it. Reptilians. We know that we already know which artists are reptilians. Y'all not slick, and so that means reptilians bought up land for what? Y'all can't have land. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? See, so y'all think y'all slick. Sucker move, y'all. Y'all see that? And then y'all flying all this technology around, but the homeboy who designed a lot of shit suspiciously ends up dead. Suspiciously, 2 weeks before y'all start flying around. And you think you want to try to make everybody scared because you want folks to bow down to reptilians, right? Not going to do it. We're not going to bow down to Trump either. Don't get it twisted. Just because folks now, I already know we ain't supposed to do some things. But there's some folks who voted. And just because they voted for Trump don't mean that they're blind. Even your people that you made knows that you lying. They actually, a lot of them know that y'all exist too. So y'all can't sit up there and play these games that they know who we are. The whole world knows who we are at this point. So you don't have any wiggle room. If you don't realize it now, then you should already realize it. The game's already over. You already lost. You already lost. There's no wiggle room for you anymore. You're done. You're not getting no time, no extra time, no nothing. Just know that. I'll call you back, Brother Reed. Just know that. You're done.
Hollywood and the establishment is preparing us for something big. And we've got pieces of this puzzle, but Dr. Stephen Greer is one of the world's foremost, about the most foremost, authorities on UFOs, extraterrestrial intelligence, and technology.
So he's gonna go along with the lie. I told you he'd be on some agent shit sometime. But peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Let me call my dear brother Y'all see they lying. Tell the government stop the cap. Game's over. They lost.